Chapter 1. Know your value. Your value is the dowry you bring to the table. Ladies, let's get one thing straight. You are the prize. Not the maybe I'll take a participation ribbon kind of prize, but the grand trophy, the one behind the velvet rope that everyone dreams of winning. But here's the kicker. You have to know you're the prize before anyone else will. If you walk around like a consolation prize, that's exactly how you'll be treated. Throughout history, women have risen above their circumstances by knowing their value and wielding it like a weapon. Whether it's Anne Boleyn captivating a king with her wit or Cleopatra dazzling the Roman Empire, these women didn't wait for someone to hand them power. They created it by knowing exactly what they brought to the table. And now, it's your turn. But first, you've got to figure out what's in your dowry, metaphorically speaking. Your unique beauty is your opening act. Here's the harsh truth, darling. Beauty opens doors. Not just any cookie-cutter beauty, but the unique kind. Is it fair? No. Is it reality? Absolutely. But don't despair if you're not walking around looking like a supermodel. Beauty is a game of perception, not perfection. And the best part? You can control perception. For example, Anne of Cleves had the power of perception. When Anne of Cleves married Henry VIII, she wasn't known for her looks. In fact, Henry called her the Flanders mare. Charming, right? But Anne was clever. She played the long game, positioning herself as a trustworthy ally and outliving most of Henry's other wives. By the end, she had land, wealth, and her head intact, a rarity for his queens. The lesson is that beauty gets you in the room, but brains and strategy keep you there. Okay, here's how to work with what you've got. 1. If you've got natural beauty. Congratulations, darling, you've got one of life's golden tickets. But don't rest on your laurels. Beauty fades, and no benefactor is sticking around for looks alone. Pair it with charm and intelligence, and you're unstoppable. 2. If you're average, welcome to the club. Beauty isn't just genetics, it's presentation. A $5 thrift store dress with the right tailoring can look like $1 million. Learn to accentuate your best features. Fabulous hair and glowing skin can elevate anyone. 3. If you think you're not beautiful, first of all, stop that. Beauty is relative. What matters is how you make someone feel. Confidence is magnetic, and if you can make a benefactor feel like he's the only man in the room, trust me, he won't care about your waist-to-hip ratio. Seduction toe. Remember, brains is the silent seduction tool. Brains are the long game. They're the reason a benefactor stays after the initial attraction fades. As Robert Greene says in the 48 Laws of Power, use the wisdom, knowledge, and legacies of others to further your cause. Your mind is your most potent weapon. Sharpen it and use it wisely. For example, Cleopatra was gifted with seductive intelligence. Cleopatra wasn't the most beautiful woman in history, but she was the smartest person in the room. She knew how to speak to the egos of powerful men like Julius Caesar and Mark Antony, using her wit and intelligence to position herself as indispensable. The lesson is that a sharp mind is the ultimate seduction. Learn how to anticipate a benefactor's needs, adapt to his personality, and become the partner he didn't know he needed. Your story is the weapon of empathy. Here's a secret. People love a good underdog story. If you've come from nothing, that's not a weakness. It's your greatest strength. A benefactor doesn't just want to throw money at you. He wants to feel like he's part of your rise to greatness. But here's the trick. Your story can't be a sob fest. This isn't a soap opera. It's a redemption arc. You're not a damsel in distress. You're a phoenix rising from the ashes. Crafting your narrative. 1. Start with struggle. Share the challenges you've faced, but keep it brief. You're setting the stage, not wallowing. 2. Highlight resilience. Show how you fought to overcome your circumstances. Resilience is magnetic. 3. Inspire ambition. End with your goals and dreams. Make your benefactor see the role he can play in your success. Oprah, their source of power. Oprah Winfrey grew up dirt poor, wearing dresses made from potato sacks. But she turned her story into a source of power, inspiring millions and attracting mentors and benefactors along the way. The lesson is that your story isn't about pity, it's about potential. Use it to evoke empathy and inspire action. However you look. However you look, you can always do beauty and brains on a budget. Let's address the elephant in the room. You're broke. That's okay. Enhancing your value doesn't require $1 million. It requires creativity. One, skincare on a dime. Baking soda and coconut oil are your best friends. Exfoliate, moisturize, and glow without breaking the bank. 2, thrift like a pro. A $10 blazer from Goodwill tailored to fit can look more expensive than designer wear. 3, free education. The internet is your classroom. Watch TED Talks, read self-help books, and master the art of conversation. Intelligence is free. You just have to claim it. It's not about how much money you have. It's about how much effort you're willing to put in. Here are some practical steps. 1, inventory your assets. Write down what you're good at, your looks, your wit, your charisma. These are your tools. 2, enhance strategically. Identify areas for improvement and focus on them. This isn't about perfection, it's about progress. 3, practice your story. Tell your narrative in the mirror until it feels natural. Confidence is everything. So, darlings, here are some final words. You are the dowry. You are the asset. But to play the game, you need to know your value and present it unapologetically. Cleopatra knew her mind was her weapon, Anne Boleyn knew her wit was her shield, Oprah knew her story was her crown. Now it's your turn. Build your value, refine your presentation, and prepare to make your move. The next chapter will teach you how to understand the psychology of benefactors because, darling, if you're going to win the game, you have to know how they think. Let's keep going. You're just getting started.